¿Listos? Adelante.
Hi everyone, it's Javier from the IPA. We're at the French Innovation and Sports panels, and joining me today is Alvaro from Ubisoft. How have you been today?
Thank you, Javier. Pretty great. I love what it has been built here. The event was amazing. We had a really good panel with really good collaborators, and it's good to talk about how technology and sports relate.
Yeah, exactly. For example, one of the key insights that I learned thanks to the panel was Puma was mentioning that they have a lot of technology in their tennis, and you also mentioned that very similarly, esports players, we need to be very careful about the kind of position that we have with our wrists, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell me, like, esports professionals and companies, what should they look out so that they are actually top performers and not probably injuring themselves in the process?
Yeah, of course. When a professional player plays, especially in big teams globally, they have physicians and people that actually help them, tell them how they need to do these things. A player that actually it's physically well performs better, and it's proven. So they also need to take care about how many hours. It's not that as easy as you sit on the computer and you play for 12 hours a day and everything's perfect. People can get injuries through esports. But yeah, I think it's really important to notice that, because esports in the end are really similar to sports in a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, this is on the side of sports and esports. More broadly, fortunately, Ubisoft is one of the companies that has presence worldwide, and I appreciate so much that you're here with us. So, from your perspective, would you say that there's a particular opportunity for Ubisoft here in Mexico? What would you say is the bigger attractive side for Ubisoft in the Mexican market? Would you say that something stands out, either in esports or elsewhere?
Yeah, not only Mexico, Latin America, the communities are great. They love video games, and we have huge communities. In Mexico, we have long-term fans that love Assassin's Creed and all our older games, right? Rainbow Six is not, it's a game that I look the most, and it's not a new game. It has 10 years now, and we want 10 more years for it. So Mexico has always been a good market. Mexico has always been a place where communities are active. We are pretty active in social media, and the reaction is always good. At some point, we had leagues with a lot of participation on esports. We are still doing projects for that. We are going to make an open tournament right now that is going to qualify teams to Salt Lake City really soon. So we love the Mexican community, and we want to make more. As much as we can.
Yeah, I agree. The passion that the communities have, the following, we even share memes. Like, I like that I believe that the brand of humor, fortunately, plays very well with how accessible we have to be as game companies. On occasion, some of our peers can be too serious or not as approachable. And I like that Ubisoft stands out because it's a country, right? Like, we can always approach Ubisoft.
Latin America, not Mexico, Latin America in specific, it's big meme consumers. Sometimes our content tends to do that a lot because people like it. So the more the merrier. So we need to do more, and we just need to attend to what they like and try to relate it with our brands, right? But yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we have mentioned about the care that esports players have to have, also the opportunities of the Latin American market. What would you say from your expertise that probably is the one thing that if we solve in the video game industry or in the markets, that probably Ubisoft could have even a bigger impact in our ecosystem? Because as we know, Ubisoft has presence worldwide. It's one of the very few companies that can learn from so many ecosystems. So would you say that probably there's an area of opportunity for our market?
Yeah, of course. In esports, we need to take back we need to get back on the horse, right? On Latin America specifically, the biggest market we have for that is Brazil. It's a market that we have actually used in Mexico to learn from them because they have a lot of similarities, right? They tend to be better on team esports than us. We're really good in individual esports, right? Which is something that, it's interesting enough, translates also to normal sports, like to traditional sports.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
I think we need to learn from how the culture pretty much works with the people here in Mexico and try to adapt. And we have been doing it for years. And when we did it with esports specifically, it worked amazing. People loved what we had with the Mexican and South American League at some point in here. So what we want is just to bring back and bring more of those tournaments to the community, to the people, to be able to become professionals on our games.
Absolutely. The road to become professionals is something that if we have too much of a narrow local perspective, sometimes we, like you mentioned, we don't necessarily learn how to become better team players, part of an ecosystem. We can end up with too many either local rivalries or some of these frictions of maybe I'm not getting the kind of client that I'd like one of the studios asked, right, in the panel, or we are not getting the kind of equipment. And it is impressive that there are other ecosystems that even so they face the same challenges, they learn how to work together. And I like that with these conversations, and thank you for your expertise, Alvaro, we're learning about what we need to do so that our entire industry grows and becomes even more successful with companies like Ubisoft. So thank you so much, Alvaro, for joining us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.